Hey, what's up guys? In this video we're going to talk about the differences between the var keyword, let keyword and the const keyword in JavaScript. So three of these keywords are basically used to create variables. In this video we try to understand the basic difference between three of these keywords. So first of all we're going to talk about the var keyword. So the var keyword is used to create variables which is having the global scope. That means the variable will be available from within the block, and also we can access the value from outside of the block of code. So if we use the console log and if we try to log the value of x, then we have to go to the console to see the output. So you can see the value of the variable is logged on to the console, and this is possible because the variable x is having one global scope, so we can access the value from outside of the block of code. But if we use the let keyword, then the variable will only have the block scope. That means the variable will not be available from outside of the block of code. So this should give the error. So you can see we have the reference error. Similarly, the const keyword also creates the variable with the block scope. So the const is basically used to create constant variables. Like in example, we can create const pi and we can assign one value 3.14. So whenever we create one const variable, we have to assign one value to the variable at the same time. We cannot assign the value later in the program. And now because the const variables are having the block scope, so if we try to access the variable value from outside of the block of code, then it should generate error. So if we refresh that, you can see we have the same reference error because the value of the constant variable pi is not available outside of the block of code. And the next difference is that, so if we create one variable with the var keyword and if we assign it one value, and if we redeclare the same variable, then it will not generate any error. So you can see the value 10 is logged on to the console because the var keyword let us redeclare the same variable once again, and it will not generate any error. Where instead of the var keyword, if we use the let keyword and if we try to redeclare the same variable within the same scope, then you can see we have a syntax error and it is saying identifier x has already been declared. So the let keyword is throwing some error. And similarly also with the const keyword, so the const keyword won't let us redeclare the same variable within the same scope, and it will generate the same error, identifier x has already been declared. So both the let and const keyword won't let us redeclare the same variable within the same scope. And another difference is that if we create one variable with the var keyword, then we can reassign one new value to the variable, and you can see the new value 5 is logged on to the console. And also similarly, if we use the let keyword, then also we can reassign one value to the variable. But if we use the const keyword, then we cannot reassign the value to the variable x. That's because x is one constant variable. It will generate error, and it is saying that assignment to constant variable. And one of the important difference between them is the hoisting. So hoisting is the default behavior of JavaScript which moves all the declaration of the variables to the top. So JavaScript has the feature where we can access one variable before even declaring the variable. So first we can access the variable and then we can declare the variable, and it is completely allowed. And this is possible because of the hoisting. So whenever we create one variable using the var keyword, then because of the hoisting, the declaration of the variable will be hoisted at the top, but it will not be initialized. It will be initialized as undefined. So that's why we have the output as undefined. But whenever we use the let or the const keyword to create one variable, in that case the declarations of the variables will be hoisted at the top, but it will not be initialized, and because of that we are going to have the reference error where it is saying cannot access X before initialization. So these are all the basic differences between the var keyword, let keyword and the const keyword in JavaScript. So hope you understand the concept. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you.